Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from TheGuardian.com and says rapper 6ix9ine, whatever, arrested on robbery, racketeering, and firearms charges. Platinum-selling rapper Daniel Hernandez could face life imprisonment after latest in a string of arrests alongside alleged gang members.
Yeah, I kind of follow what happened to this guy. It's really not his fault. He had a bad manager that was allocating funds to some other thing that he wasn't really aware of. And he happened to, I think he pulled a gun on a couple people and waved it around.
I heard he pulled a gun on his
manager.
Him and his manager robbed someone? Something like that.
Oh, is it a robbery? I mean,
I have no idea what
it's
really
not
happened.
like they were, intending to hurt anybody.
But I also don't think, from what I've heard about this, that they didn't actually catch him doing a crime. Like, he wasn't committing a crime.
Honestly,
They're
I do think
charging him with suspicion of these crimes or something.
I think a lot of these people, especially judges and law people, look at a guy like this and they're like, oh, he's got the weird hair and 6ix9ine tattoos all over his body.
All over his body. Look at that. Let's count them, just from what we can see. I mean, he's got one right here, and it says like 6ix9ine right there, and then his knuckles are 6ix9ix9ine. All these little dots are 6ix9ines.
I understand his fascination with it, but apparently it's a deep woven, relationship with these numbers.
How old? Like, if you see someone getting a 6ix9ine tattoo, how old would you expect them to be?
Like 8 years old.
14.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I can get tattoos. I want a 69. Like,
right.
But that's just, even having one 69 tattoo is ridiculous. Having like, he looks for extra space on his body to put 69s, guaranteed.
Right.
And like, as an adult, I don't think adults actually give a shit about 69.
No, I mean, I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Like, no one wants to do
if
that.
If you're a stranger,
who cares?
No, prank caller, get away.
He's like obsessed with 69. The U.S. rapper 6ix9ine, real name Daniel Hernandez, and also known as Tekashi 6ix9ine, could be sentenced to life imprisonment if convicted of extensive new criminal charges that have been laid against him. Hernandez, whose single Fifi went double platinum and reached number 3 in the U.S. charts in July, was arrested on Sunday. The culmination of what prosecutors say is a 5-year investigation of him and his former management team. His legal team applied for bail on condition that Hernandez surrender his passport, undergo house arrest, and pay $1 million. But the request was denied, and he remains in custody. Oh, he's probably super rich, yeah.
Right. They knew he could just leave the country anyway. And when you're rich, it's not probably that hard.
But when you have 69 all over your body, if the cops said, we're looking for a guy with 69 tattoos, they'd be like, yeah, okay, first guy I see, I'll know it's him.
I mean, yeah, at that point, the young rapper needs to take a step back and say, look, I'm not representing these 6ix9ine tattoos today. I've got to get the hell out of this country.
Get them all removed.
Put the makeup on, latex makeup, whatever you have to do, and then get on that, fishing boat.
And that's why you don't get face tattoos.
Right. I mean,
they
probably
nowadays you can remove them easily, I guess. But
usually when something like this happens, the bank accounts get frozen, and this guy probably has money, and he probably doesn't want to just leave it behind.
Yeah.
He's probably having sort of a.
Well, what's he gonna do with it in prison? Pay off
buy things,
people to make sure they don't hurt him?
Wear better shoes, have better,
in prison?
Eat good Cheetos instead of generic ones.
Yeah, and you can also run a criminal organization from in there.
Absolutely. I mean, it takes money to make money, and obviously he'd be in a better position if he could afford, to bring in
all the
illegal
ramen
goods to the already corrupt prison system.
Isn't ramen the currency now?
I don't know, but I've been told a bag of tobacco can go for up to like $300
because it's illegal there now.
Right.
Tobacco's illegal. Hernandez, 22, is accused of being a member of a violent sect of the Bloods gang, and 4 of his associates were arrested on Saturday. His ex-manager Kifano Shadi Jordan, plus Fahim Crippy Walter. Crippy is a blood? That's kind of weird, right?
Right. He does it to confuse people.
Yeah.
Keeps them alive.
No, dude, I'm Crippy, don't shoot.
They're like, oh.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Walter, Jensel Ish Butler, and Jamel Melmerda Jones, who were members of Hernandez's security team. These 4 face separate drug charges of selling heroin, fentanyl, MDMA, and marijuana. So,
I think of all of them, Kifano Shadi has the coolest nickname. I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know why. His ex-manager, Kifano Shadi, the guy that was
Shadi.
Probably doing... that's probably the guy that messed all this up for this poor guy.
Hernandez faces racketeering charges as a result of his alleged activity with gang members. One of the most serious is a charge of conspiracy to commit murder. An innocent bystander was shot in an incident in July, fallout from an alleged plan to shoot someone the gang saw as disrespecting them. On another occasion, one of the group is said to have fired shots inside the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. With no one injured, Hernandez is also being charged for the illegal ownership of an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle. I guess in New York it's illegal to have a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also a charge of armed robbery after an incident in April in which the group are alleged to have robbed a rival gang at gunpoint in Times Square, New York. Wow. Items said to have been stolen in the robbery were found at Hernandez's home during a search in September. Hernandez is also alleged to have filmed the robbery. Like, this guy, you're an idiot if you're a millionaire and you're robbing people in Times Square. Like, I don't understand.
I mean, I understand. You're trying to keep your street cred up and like keep up with the Joneses.
You can fake that easily,
you know, like,
you know. You just do fake stuff.
I mean, I think a lot of rappers.
Not even
that.
Does he understand how the mafia works? You remain untouchable out of, you order people to do stuff through someone else.
Right.
And then you are untouchable. You wouldn't need one of your guys to snitch. But if you got enough money to pay everyone to stay quiet, like,
I think it takes a little bit of the thrill out of it, and when you're out there actually like robbing people, it can be quite a rush. So I've heard.
Yeah, but it's like when you rob people and you're a millionaire, a multimillionaire. What are you gonna get from them?
I don't know.
$60? Like, who cares about $60, dude?
I mean, I don't know. The average person I've heard carries around $200 or $300.
That's still nothing compared to millions that you're gonna lose by being arrested.
I mean, true.
Prosecutors summed up the charges as encompassing narcotics distribution, acts involving violence, and the use of firearms in music and on social media. What? Seriously? In music and social media? Like, yeah, it's called a show. It's called fake.
Yeah, you can't take what this guy's saying in his raps
Yeah.
to be what he's doing in his real life, even though it really is. But he's not going to admit to any specific thing. And obviously, if he's probably changed the names, or maybe he's not. He does have a bunch of 6ix9ines tattooed all over his face.
The purpose of the enterprise included preserving and protecting the power, territory, and profits of the enterprise through acts involving murder. So, still, is this criminal enterprise making him more money than his rap career? I doubt it.
I mean, it's
even
quite
if
possible.
Even if it was, screw the illegal stuff. You have a way to make millions legitimately. Stick with it. Instead of flushing it down the toilet.
Right.
Anyway, acts involving murder and threats of violence. The robbery charge has a 7-year minimum sentence, while the collected racketeering charges carry a 25-year minimum sentence if convicted. I don't think this is going to happen to him, though. Like, I really don't think he's going to get put in prison for very long.
I do. I think he's going to be put in prison for like 5 to 7 years. He's going to get out in like a year and a half, and he's going to write a book about it, and he's going to denounce his gang, and he's going to become a dad.
He's going to start working with the community.
Yeah, and try to help youth that are about to get 6ix9ine tattoos on their face.
He's going to, go talk to kids, tell them how stupid the idea was.
Now
that I'm older, I realized my decisions as a 13-year-old to get these tattoos was a horrible idea.
Right.
Even as soon as I was 18 years old, I knew it was a bad idea.
When they tell you, don't tattoo this on your face, it's forever.
6ix9ine
They're really
on your
serious.
face. It's part of his brand. I get that, though.
Yeah.
But still, that's a stupid brand.
And for all we know, it's just makeup.
Yeah, you're right.
They aren't even real. Because there's
easy.
tattoo ink that disappears after 6 months or something, a year, a couple months.
But you could also get them laser removed.
Right.
So it could just be like a temporary thing. As long as you pay enough money for a good laser removal, you won't have scarring and anything like that.
Is that true? Okay.
As far as I know. Hernandez did not comment on the allegations, and no plea has yet been made, though Hernandez's lawyer, Lance Lazaro, characterized him as a mere affiliate with the gang, who has only known them for a year. Lazaro plans to appeal against the bail decision. Really, he just met these guys while he was famous?
Yeah.
I mean, for his street cred, for his rap career.
Yeah, I feel like someone who can travel and tour as much as a person in the music, it would, if that person's not under scrutiny of any legal organization, they could probably transport and smuggle anything they wanted within their caravan of tour stuff.
You don't want to be but you also don't want to be in the public eye if you're running a criminal enterprise.
Right. And I think that, most criminal enterprises don't want the head of their criminal organization to be a known gangster.
Yeah, or a famous person.
Right.
Hernandez did not comment on the Hernandez had previously attempted to distance himself from his associates, saying in an Instagram video on Friday, "I've fired everybody in my team. I don't give a fuck who you used to see me with. They no longer around." Ahead of his arrest on Sunday, Hernandez was taken into protective custody on Saturday after prosecutors said they learned via wiretaps that his former associates planned to shoot him. Oh, yeah, see, he got into a bad crowd, it seems like. Hernandez initially rejected the protection, but after prosecutors learned that he was planning a visit to a casino, they feared a random shooting in public and took him into custody. What?
So, like,
because he's in trouble.
Right.
Because his life is in danger.
Right.
Not because they're afraid he's going to shoot anyone. Guaranteed. Yeah. It seems like he knows. He built his career based off of like a gangster lifestyle.
Right.
And that's why he did it. But it seems like he's not really as gangster as he might paint himself to be. You know? Hernandez's subsequent arrest could violate the probation terms he was already under after he pleaded guilty in 2015 to the use of a child in a sexual performance. Yeah, isn't that called rape? Like a performance? Hernandez eventually avoided prison for the crime, but was sentenced to 4 years probation in October. His probation term stated he must not partake in any gang activity and should complete 1,000 hours of community service. He said in a statement at the time that he was trying to move on. I have millions of kids, youth around the world that look up to me as a role model. I'm trying to convince the world that I am a human being. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like he's trying to do the right thing.
Right.
Prosecutors nevertheless alleged that Hernandez spent time with his alleged gang associates in the immediate aftermath of the probation hearing. Another shooting occurred at a party celebrating the probation decision, after a security guard shot a man who attacked him with a chair outside the Philip Chow restaurant in New York. Oh, wow. Earlier this year, Hernandez was arrested for allegedly choking a 16-year-old in a Texas mall, and also for driving with an expired license and subsequently assaulting a police officer, neither of which alleged incidents were found to violate his original probation terms. Really? That's kind of weird. 2 of his video shoots this year have been the target of shootings, one for a track with 50 Cent in August and another for a track with Kanye West and Nicki Minaj earlier this month. Wow. I'm sure no one wants to associate with him in the music world either now. But I guess they could be. I mean, the news is good for his career, but also bad.
Right.
With his extensive face tattoos and rainbow-colored hair, Hernandez is one of the most striking young rappers in the U.S., known for provocative lyrics about sex, drugs, and violence. He broke into the mainstream with his track Gummo in 2017, which reached number 12 on the U.S. charts, and has since collaborated with the likes of Nicki Minaj, Offset, and Young Thug. His debut full-length release, the mixtape Day 69, reached number 4 in the U.S. charts in February, and his new album Dummy Boy is scheduled for release on Friday. Now, I feel like, he's half idiot, half smart. Right. You know, he was able to create this career, which means you're smart, you know?
Yeah, I think his life's in a significant amount of danger now that he's probably in the general population of whatever jail he's in. And there's gangs everywhere in jail, and he's probably going to end up with an unfortunate set of circumstances.
And if he does get hurt in jail, I feel like it is the government's fault. You know, whoever put him, like prison isn't a place where you're supposed to put people so they get hurt, you know? You were supposed to be safe in prison, and that's a huge thing that the government neglects, you know?
It's what a tragedy. However, dying in a situation in a prison like that is probably like the most gangster way, one of the most gangster ways you could go out.
But I also guarantee that the Bloods have members in the prison, in the
probably
jail.
Like every prison, right?
Well, I'm saying, but this specific blood sect that he was associated with and is supposedly threatening to kill him.
Right.
They've got guys in there who are probably doing life. It's very likely that they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll hit him for you.
Right.
No problem, man. Let's get this dude. Yeah, I don't know. I think he is in danger. He's a dumb kid. He's obsessed with 6ix9ine.
Just a kid.
Yeah.
He's young.
I mean, and who hasn't sold drugs in their life? You know, Ethan Klein from H3H3 was talking about it. Mm-hmm. You know. If he's a drug dealer, well then, don't be surprised this guy's a drug dealer. He's got 69 tattooed all over his face. It's probably something to do with drugs, right? I don't know. You have anything you want to say about this, though? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to get in trouble, though. I don't think they're going to be able to connect him to this. And even if you hang out with people who are gang members, it doesn't make you a criminal. You know, it makes them criminals if they're committing crimes. But just because you're associated with them doesn't mean that you should go to prison for it. You know, unless you were there helping them, you know, like watching for cops while they're committing crimes and stuff like that. But then you're one of the criminals, you know? I don't know.
Right.
And if your bodyguard shoots someone, it's not your fault, man. If you're a celebrity, you're going to have bodyguards. If someone throws a chair at your bodyguard, I mean, he shouldn't shoot him, but...
Good thing it hit the bodyguard, really.
Yeah, I don't know. But, that's it for the article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by giving a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you think he's actually going to get sentenced? Do you think he's going to get life like they're claiming? They're claiming he's getting life. Like, get out of here. That's ridiculous. But other than that, check our Patreon link in the description if you want to help us. And thanks for watching.